So right now you're looking at the GoPro Hero 12 over here on the left and the Insta360 Ace Pro over here on the right. Both of these cameras are currently filming at 4K 30, however, they are both capable of filming at higher resolutions, with the GoPro maxing out at 5.3K 60 FPS, while the Insta360 Ace Pro can shoot an impressive 8K 24 frames per second. So here's what that 8K footage actually looks like from the Insta360 Ace Pro. I did upload this to YouTube at 8K, but for all of you watching this on your phones, the best way for me to showcase the resolution on here is to digitally zoom in. And it's pretty insane how far you can zoom in and everything's still looking super sharp. And here's what it looks like if I zoom in the same amount on the GoPro at 5K. One of the first things I noticed when comparing these two cameras is that the GoPro has a lot more digital sharpness happening. Even though both of the cameras are set at medium sharpness, the sharpness values aren't the same on both cameras, and so it can appear as though the GoPro is somehow higher resolution. But I found that if I turn the Insta360's video sharpness to high, then it looks almost identical. So for all of the shots in this video, I have the GoPro set to medium sharpness and the Insta360 set to high, simply because that's where I feel like they're both processing the videos with a similar amount of digital sharpness. In bright daylight scenes, I think the Insta360 has better dynamic range. You can see more details in the shadows. It's not crushing those quite as much as the GoPro. But then in high contrast scenes like this, I think they both have pretty similar dynamic range. The GoPro has a 1/1.9 inch sensor, while the Insta360 has a larger 1/1.3 inch sensor that brings in a lot more light and makes the Insta360 the clear winner here when it comes to filming low light videos. Both of these cameras have really good video stabilization. In the past, with Insta360 cameras, you'd have to apply the stabilization in post using their special software. However, now the Insta360 Ace Pro has a faster chip that's capable of doing all of that stabilization in camera, just like the GoPro. And personally, I think it looks every bit as good as the GoPro does. The audio from both of these cameras sounds pretty identical to me. Right now you're listening to the audio from the GoPro Hero 12. And now switching over, this is the audio from the Insta360 Ace Pro. Under optimal conditions, they both sound really good. However, if you're serious about vlogging with one of these cameras, there is external microphone options for both. Both of these cameras can shoot 4K 120, which is the best resolution to frame rate combo on both cameras. However, the GoPro has a slight edge over the Insta360 in certain resolutions, like 5.3K 60 versus the Insta360's 8K at 24 FPS. The Insta360 does have a lot going for it on the software side of things, with the ability to erase the selfie stick or add these crazy AI effects. My favorite one is this motion blur effect that makes everything look like it's moving way faster and would be perfect to add to any sort of FPV drone shots. The AI Highlights Assistant will analyze the videos to find all of the best moments so you can decide which ones to keep and which ones to delete to help save on storage space. The camera also uses AI to recognize gestures, so you can control the camera by just raising your hand to turn it on or off. Both of these cameras are really similar size and shape. They're both waterproof. The GoPro does have built-in prong mounts and a 1/4-20 thread mount on the bottom, while the Insta360 has a quick release system. The main difference between the bodies of these cameras is that the GoPro has a small front-facing screen that can actually display what the camera is seeing, while the Insta360 only has this smaller front-facing screen that displays camera settings. It doesn't actually show what the camera's seeing. But the larger rear-facing touchscreen can flip around, so you can view your shot on a larger screen. So this has a couple advantages. One, it's bigger. 2, it's actually a touch screen, unlike the small front-facing screen on the GoPro. And you can pivot this to different angles, so you could use it for viewing low-angled shots. Let me know in the comments which one of these cameras you think is better. Of course, if you want to purchase either one, there's links in the description below. And if you want to see my full review on the Insta360 Ace Pro, you can click on this video right over here, and I'll see you in the next one.